Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is RJ. So today we are back in Rollercoin because season 7 has just started and we're going to check it out. So keep watching. Okay, and welcome to another video. And remember, if this is your first time visiting my channel and you want to learn more about how to earn cryptocurrency for free, about cloud mining sites, crypto investments and lots of other crypto related stuff, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to tag that notification bell so you're alerted to all my latest content as it comes online. Okay, so as you can see, we are here in Rollercoin, and as stated in the intro, we have started season 7. Now this is, I'm really looking forward to it, but I do think I did prefer when we had a week or so between the seasons rather than just basically going straight into it, and not really having any time to sort of build up coins to withdraw or anything like that. You're basically just straight into the next season, which, like I say, I'm excited for it. I think it does look like it's got some cool stuff. They have made quite a few updates to the site and how the season is going to work, which we're going to go through right now. But before we get on to that, let's quickly run through the numbers. So the last time we were in here was about 6 days ago. Now 6 days ago, our hashing power was 109.821 petahashes. You can now see it is 115.348 petahashes. Now, if you remember in the last video, I did craft that epic corn popper miner, and it basically my power dropped to 109, and that is, like I said, we had to wait a few hours for that power to be added to the account. It did then basically add itself, and we went to, like, I think it was 114 something, but then obviously because of we had that spare space, I was able to add in a demolisher as well, which gave us another 70,000 terahashes, gigahashes back. So that is basically, we are now at 115.348. Our bonus power was 219.06. We're now at 219.61. So, a nice little boost to the bonus power as well, which obviously is really important. And like I always talk to people when they ask me which are the best miners to purchase, in my opinion, I always say go for the older ones because they already come with bonus added, and then you can just build on that bonus rather than having to craft anything to earn bonus, So, I always say go for the slightly older miners because, like I say, they do come with, anything from half a percent all the way up to like 10%, which is makes a massive difference to your hashing power or your mining power with that bonus added. Okay, so like I say, we're going to get into this now. We're going to look at what our season 7 is going to bring, and then we're going to go into the account and start looking at some of these things. Certain things that are included in the information I'm going to give you have not quite been added to the site just yet, but they are on their way. But anyway, what does season 7 contain for us over the next 4 months? You've also got to remember, that is a massive deal. The first season, what did that last? A month. Second season, I think that also lasted a month. But season 7, we're now to the point where this is going to last 4 months. So basically from the 14th of December, which was yesterday, to the 31st of March. That is absolutely crazy. But there is so many more rewards and even free rewards for you guys to earn. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, Rollercoin rollers. It says, "Hey rollers, hey rollers." The hamster holds out his paw to you and invites all rollers to the dance floor to celebrate the opening of the new season 7 prime time. Show how you can move under the twinkling lights of a disco ball. This time, meet the new season store and event quest updates, as well as modernized racks, which will give additional power. And the most delicious thing is a new coin, which most of you should know what that new coin is, but I won't spoil the surprise for those of you that don't. So, Season 7 summary. Brand new season pass. It's time for the disco. A set of fantastic disco miners, fully updated season store, and new parts cases. Now, the parts cases are really interesting, and I like what they've done with them, although they are not actually on the site yet. Updated event quests, along with daily and weekly quest changes, even more ways to get crypto rewards, the long-awaited community case. So I'm guessing that's going to be from the art contest that they did recently. A new coin for mining, fully updated racks, which obviously, as they said earlier, the racks are interesting because they will give additional power. So, okay, so these are the miners that we are going to be looking at. So it says here, brand new season pass for it's time for disco. Prepare your boogie shoes and let's hit the dance floor now. A set of 7 fantastic miners will bring you unimaginable, essentially 2.5 petahashes, which is pretty cool. I think I'm not quite sure what the last season was, but I think we were around about the same. I think it was about 2.5 petahashes, but still, as an overall rewards, that's what you're going to get. So yes, so apparently the miners that we will get or earn through this season, just the miners themselves, equate to 2.5 petahashes worth of power, which is pretty interesting and cool. Okay, so next thing. But it's not all about seasonal miners. Remember that out there. Grab as many prizes as ever before. Now the season pass has 60 rewards. Now this is cool. I think the last season, that gave us 40, did it? I think, did it give us 40 rewards, the last one? And has 30, and 36 of them are totally free. So, again, this is for me a little bit of a give and then sort of a take, because from previous seasons we know that as a free player you are very unlikely to get through all 60 levels. I'm sorry to say. So, well, I mean, obviously, I don't know where the last free reward is. You might not have to get through 60 to get all the free rewards. But anyway, like I say, the last season I think was 40, and I don't think there was any free players that actually managed to get through that. But even so, more rewards and more free rewards. Hopefully, more of you will be able to claim more rewards. So, complete event pass and grab your bonus power, memorable trophies. Love the trophies, always loving the trophies. Portions of RLT and RST, and a new nightclub in your mining room. So essentially, we are looking at the Saturday Night Fever illuminated dance floor that you could have as your room. If we just drop back here, you'll notice that I am now rocking the Christmas themed room, and my avatar is looking very dapper with his magician's top hat on, all ready for the festive season. And obviously we got our little dog there with its antlers, which I love this scene. I think this is probably one of the best room skins that they've done. I just think it has, I just really like it. But, you know, I am a bit of a big kid, so what can I say? Okay, so that's okay. So here, upgrade your event pass. Now, obviously, this is normal. This is sort of, we have this every season. So you got the premium and the complete. So the premium is going to give you, the premium pass is going to give you full access for the season rewards, including exclusive miners, for 99.95 RLT. Now, when in the last video, I talked about that basically because these seasons are so close together, that I want to sort of focus more on withdrawing. I did say that I wasn't going to play the games, which is totally wrong. I will play the games. I will obviously collect the free XP when you first log in. I will do the sort of usual event pass stuff, but I'm not looking to actually upgrade my event pass until later. We've got 4 months. I don't think there's any rush to upgrade the event pass. And I'm probably going to do it very much later down the line once I've made at least 2, possibly 3 withdrawals. And then I will look to maybe, you know, get that up that premium. And obviously with the completed pass, you get full access as you do with the premium. But you also get all the rewards instantly and skip the event pass daily quest. So this is what I'm saying is, if I do, you know, go through all this, you know, the tasks, as many as I can as a free player, and like I say, I want to make 2 or 3 withdrawals, then I can get this, get the premium pass, and obviously anything that I've gone any levels I've gone past previously will automatically be added. So then all of those rewards will be added to my account. All the ones that I didn't get because I didn't have the premium pass, they will be added. And then obviously, as normal, I will look to get this price from 69995 right down to like 200 RLT. And then I will purchase it as normal. But because the season is so long, like I say, for me, my focus is more to be on withdrawals in the early stages. Again, if we go back here, if I go to my power, what I've done now is I've put my power split of 75 on Bitcoin and 25 on RST. If we click here, you'll be able to see that in the pie chart, and you can see here 25 season token and 75 on Bitcoin. And like I say, that is my aim, is basically look to make those withdrawals before I even reinvest anything back into the season pass. Okay, so the next thing is just finish that off, I think. Yep, here. So it says you can access all the premium season rewards, including a set of exclusive miners for the price we've just talked about. But that's not the only way. If you don't want to complete all the tasks, you can then buy the complete pass for 700 RLT. Get all the rewards up to 4 times if you want it. So I mean, what is that? I mean, that's ridiculous. 600. So you're looking at 1,000. No, what's that? Basically 700, isn't it? So you're looking at what's that? 2,800 RLT to get all of that 4 times. For me, I'm just happy with once. You know, I'm happy with once getting all of those rewards. You know, 4 times. I mean, obviously, if you can do it, fair enough. You know, it's going to keep you up at the top of the list and you're going to be earning a good amount. But all I would say, and as I always say, is, you know, these programs are free. So that will always be my advice. In any program that gives you a free option, take the free option. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox now, all right? Okay, let's move on to the next thing. Okay, so here we go. This is something that I do really like, which are these new season store boxes. Now, it says here, what else? Well, meet the season store updates. What else can be done with the season store, you may ask? Well, have you ever been in a situation where you desperately trying to get, for example, some hashing boards? Yes, big hands up for that. And I'm sure many of you out there going, yeah, I've been in that position. But fans keep coming. Well, actually, normally it's wires, but I know what they're saying. Forget it. Cases will now be divided into 3 kinds, and that this is something I really like. That's right. You will 100% get the parts you need purchasing the right case. Now, this is what I'm saying. This has not actually been added to the site yet. Also, as well, like it says at the bottom, the great thing is that they are going to cost 40 RST each instead of 100. So I like that. So basically, for an extra 20 RST, you can get 3 cases. You know, so rather than 100, and then it's a bit of a gamble what you get. If you wanted hashing boards for 120 RST, you can get 3 cases rather than opening 1 case, which is a bit like a loot box and a bit of a gamble for 100. So I really like that. But like I say, if we drop in here, go into the season store, all that's here right now is the standard common parts case. So the new ones have not been added yet, but I hope that they do come in the very near future. So, like I say, 40 RST, bear that in mind. I think this is a great addition. Okay, so it says here as well, cases now are much cheaper. So as the community, I'm assuming that's going to be, so is the community case. Also, RST will be redesigned, so don't be surprised about it. You'll love it, apparently. The only thing different I've noticed is that it now has a green icon instead of a gold icon. But maybe there is something else about it. It says all RST will be wiped, which we know that happened on the 14th. And I hope all of you did remember to spend your RST. I will talk about what I got from my RST that I had in my account, and it was pretty cool actually, but we'll get into that later. And another important thing to mention, RST referral. Yeah, we know that is no longer part of the program, and it says here, but don't worry, you will get enough RST even without referrals. So for those of you that do actively promote the site and, you know, put banners everywhere and all that kind of stuff, then absolutely brilliant that you're still going to get, so your efforts are still being rewarded, and I like that. Obviously, you know, I do put the link in the description, and if you guys would like to use it, that it always helps me out. But obviously that is totally voluntary and totally up to you. Okay, so next thing, quest updates. Event daily and weekly quests also get some changes. So you definitely won't get bored, which is nice. Completing levels will get a little easier now, since you only need 350 XP to get to the next level. Now that is, I said in the last season that I thought around 300 would be fair. Because you know, as you guys remember, I actively said numerous times 500 was way too much. It was way too much. But 300 I thought would be fair. They've gone sort of in between with 350, and 350 I'm happy with that. That it is way better than 500. I almost think sometimes, you know, I almost think that they did 500 probably knowing they would get complaints, and then sort of put it somewhere in between. So for one season, they essentially held everybody back by saying you got to get 500 XP, which was absolutely crazy. But then they've sort of pulled it back. So now Rollercoin, we're all going, oh, we love Rollercoin because we now only have to get 350 XP. But in my head, I think that the whole thing was a ploy. Or it was designed. You know, they wanted to see how far they could push that. And if no one had complained at 500, they would have left that at 500. But obviously, so many people were up in arms, which rightly so. We've now got it back down to 350, so that gets a double thumbs up from me. Obviously, 300 would have been much nicer, but 350, I can go with that. Okay, and the sweet cherry on the top of the disco cake, you can be rewarded in crypto during season events. And don't worry about your unfinished quests. They will remain active until Monday. New event quests on Monday. So that's interesting that they've done that. That's how it used to work, and then they've obviously gone back to that rather than So essentially, they are daily quests, but they're actually allowing you to sort of, if you don't quite finish something, they're giving you extra time to get it done, which is again. That's really cool. I like that. I do like that. Okay, so the next thing is, which most of us know about anyway. So we added Meet the New Coin LTC. A great event we held recently. Choose Your Coin gave all of us the beloved crypto by most of you, Litecoin. LTC is now with us, so split your power wisely to get as much LTC as you can. That's what it's all about, right, miners? That is true. That is what it's all about. As I keep saying, it's all about withdrawals. You know, and the best advice I can tell to newbies, as it were, is that the numbers you see on your screen are just numbers. Remember that they are just numbers. Yes, you can keep reinvesting and reinvesting and reinvesting, like I said earlier, and those numbers will go up. And that will make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. But they are still numbers. Until you make those withdrawals and get those coins into an external wallet and off the site, they are just numbers on a screen. They are not money. They are not currency, nothing. They're not even crypto until they're actually in your external wallet. So just bear that in mind. So just as a final thing on the new coin, I did mean to mention this earlier when we were talking about it. But to be honest with you, LTC, I was a little disappointed. I understood completely why it got picked. Because most people just know LTC as a currency and stuff like that. But to be honest, Cake would have been a much better coin. It has much higher utility. It has a much better chance of actually increasing in price. And yeah, and that's the only thing. I was a little disappointed. But like I say, that's coming from, you know, my past experience from being in crypto, mining and all that kind of stuff, is that LTC doesn't really change much in the way of price. Whereas Cake, being connected with the swapping, the web swapping, the swap site, it has much higher utility. And therefore, like I say, has a much better chance of actually increasing in price. So basically, as the website becomes more popular, it gets used more and stuff like that, it will increase the price of the coin. Okay, so increased block rewards. That is another big topic, and that is what we are looking at right now. Okay, meet the increased block rewards. Remember, this is being divided over the next 4 months. So, of course, the new season cannot do without an increase in block rewards. Now, block rewards will be increased by 25%. Keep in mind that this is not for each block individually. but the amount of all block rewards. Okay, so that is something that wasn't quite explained. I think everybody thought we were going to get a 25% boost on all of the coins, essentially, or maybe that was just me. But including the new Litecoin. As a result, the sum of all rewards together with LTC will be 25%. Now let's take a look at the new block rewards, and you can see them below. So BTC goes up to 32,500 sats per block. Ethereum goes up to 550,000 sats per block, I guess. Doge goes to 60 per block. BNB goes to 2,500,000 derivatives of BNB. Matic goes to a nice full full coins. Get my teeth in. 4 full coins per block. Sol goes to 10 million. TRX goes to 60 full coins, and LTC is at 1,500,000 per block. But this is just a start rewards. Remember, the block rewards will be increased 3 more times. That's what I say. So basically, every month we get a 25% increase on the total of all coins. So by the time you get to the end of the 4 months, it is going to be interesting to see what those numbers are. I'm sure, to be honest with you, someone very clever out there could probably work it out from what the original ones were, and then tell us what they will be in 4 months' time. I am not the best at maths, so don't look at me to be doing that, but I'm sure there will be people out there that will be like, right, I'm going to work that out. And that does us all a big favour. And if you can, post it on my Discord. Okay, so what's next? Brand new racks are coming. Now, again, this is something I do like, but like I said in the last video, for people like myself, which have got 4 full rooms of old racks, it's going to be a bit of a nightmare. And like I say, who's going to want old racks after that? But it can depend on the price. If a new rack is something crazy in the way of RLT, personally, I will probably stick with the old racks, but we'll see. Anyway, brand new racks are coming. Wow, here's something absolutely unprecedented. We have prepared completely new racks for you, which will affect your mining process positively. And we have also given new names to the racks already known to you. Not sure really that really is going to make a massive difference, but there you go. The new modernized racks have 8 cells and give additional power to all miners installed on it. So I guess what you could do is you could pick, say, I don't know what would be best. Would you pick a rack and put all of your best miners on there? So it would then boost the largest amount of power. That probably makes sense. Or would you get a rack and put your worst miners on there? So in fact, that it would actually boost that power. So those bad miners suddenly start, become better. I'm not sure which would be the best, actually. It said this is bonus power and therefore does not multiply with the usual bonus power, but it adds up. So let's take a look at the racks and the new design. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so basically what you've got is the Wonder Rack, which will give a 0.5% bonus. So that just adds 0.5%, doesn't it? So the whole rack adds 0.5%. But I get, so if, let's say, so 4 racks essentially would be 2%, wouldn't it? So if you got 4 racks, that would add 2% to your power, and obviously you've got 12 there. So that is a gain of 2, 4, 6. See, I had to count that. You see, I've told you I'm not very good at maths. So excuse me, a 6% if you bought the lowest one. Then obviously you've got Jet Black Rack at 1%, and then you've got the Hasher Rack again 8 cells at 1%. So what is the difference with that then? I don't get that. Is that meant to be 1.5? Do you think the Hasher Rack? Because it says Jet Black Rack is 1%, and then the Hasher Rack is also 1%. So is that meant? Would they be? Is it just the fact that they look different? So you can, one looks a little cooler than the other, or is it that they've made a typo and the Hasher should be say 1.5 or 1.25 or something like that? I guess you'll find out when they are actually brought to the site, because it does say at the bottom there, very soon they will be available, so stay tuned. So yeah, I'm not sure if that's a bit of a typo on the bottom there, because they're both adding to the same, or it could just be the fact that they do add up to the same, and it's just the fact that they look different. That's all it is. Anyway, I think, well, in fact, with the exception of the fact that some of the stuff is not available on the site, I would actually say the majority. I would actually basically say that that's pretty much all good news. So I'm a bit suspicious. That's the thing. He's like, yeah, it is all good news. I'm not quite sure about that though. So anyway, obviously that is what is going to be contained in season 7. So there is a lot of cool stuff there. I'm really waiting for that crafting box, the new parts box. The fact that you can choose whether you need fans, hashing boards, or wires. I think that's really good, and the fact that they're lower in price is really good. Which is kind of weird as well, because did they not recently say that the reason why they were taking away RST from referrals was because people were buying too many parts boxes and too many miners from the season store, and basically the market was getting flooded with them. So they've taken away that RST, so people getting referrals don't get it, but then they've made the parts box cheaper, which that makes no sense to me, because if you're removing them because people were buying too many, but then you're making them cheaper, well, surely still people are going to be buying loads anyway, because they're, a third of the price basically. So yeah, that sort of didn't really make any sense. That doesn't make any sense to me, but maybe I've missed something there. Okay, so what else happened? Remember, like I said, the wipeout of the RST. What did I buy with my RST? Now, I was actually quite cool. I was quite pleased with what we ended up with. So basically, if we drop in here, I think it is. So if you remember, I said that I basically put my RST on 100%, to mine 100%. And I was earning about close to 4 RST every single block. Well, from that, I was actually able to buy 2 more corn popper miners, which I then turned into 1 uncommon. So we've got an epic now and an uncommon. So the epic is worth, what was that worth? About 2 petahashes, just over 2 petahashes. This is worth, what is that worth? I think it's 700 and something, is it? 760 something. Just get rid of the block, the ads blocker, because you can't look at the info if you've got that on, which I actually always forget to turn it off. So yeah, so if we click on there, info, 323. Yeah, so that's right. Yeah, because it's the rare that is, because the rare is 2 uncommon, which works out to be 740. Actually, it does work out to be 764. I think it is, because they always add a little bit. So anyway, we got 2 uncommons, which we turned in 2 commons, and we turned that into an uncommon, which added another 323 gigahashes to obviously our account, which was very nice. Which also as well was part of the extra percentage we got on our bonus. But I was also able to purchase 21 parts box. So 21 common part box I was able to purchase. So what that did, if we go into inventory, what that did, is that my inventory? No, here, inventory. So here, so that gave, I mean, we've got like 10,000 wires, we've got over 12,000 common fans, but we've got 6,402 common hashing boards, which are always the most important. I'm almost worried that when they split those parts boxes, so many people are going to buy hashing boards. Rollercoin are going to go, oh, we've sold out. We've sold out of hashing boards. You have to buy fans and wires. So all I'd say is when they do appear on the site, you might want to get hold of some. Just get as many hashing boxes as you can. So anyway, because that's given us the 6,400, we're going to craft some more miners. But also as well, I actually need to buy my parts box for the day. So if we dive in here, we've got 204 RST. So click that and click that. See what we get. I'm hoping for a purple or hashing board. No, it would be fans, wouldn't it? Would be fans. Also as well, remember this. You see, you got the White Walkers case. Bit of a Game of Thrones theme going on there. But what I like is these miners. So for 25,000 RST, you're going to get 1.1 petahashes. In the last season store, was it you got the corn popper, which was 140, didn't you? Then you got the merry-go-round, which was 300. And then the biggest one was 640,000 terahashes. But for the same price, they're doing this pencil re-roller, obviously meant to look like an old audio tape, 1.1 petahashes, which is absolutely brilliant as far as I'm concerned. That is, for me, that one that was at 640,000 terahashes, I really didn't think that was worth it. But that is worth it. I would save up that, to be honest. I would save up for that to get that. I mean, that is slightly more. That's 188 as opposed to 140. And then this is slightly more. Also, instead of 300, it's 418. But that, like I say, that for that price, if you can build RST fast, that is well worth it. I think that is worth putting in the time and building up that RST. So anyway, we got our fans. Let's go in here. And then what we want to do is we want to merge. Yes, we're merging miners. And then we want to search by highest power. Now, this is because I've basically gone through and merged most of my lower ones, most of my lower level miners I've gone through and merged. But now I'm at the point of being able to merge things like Clover Lover, basically because I haven't got any of the smaller miners left to merge. So I'm at the point of I'm starting to merge the big ones. Now, so I was looking through this. Now, I always want, like I said, you see, with these older miners, you've already got a 3% bonus on that. So you don't want to lose that by merging. So with the older miners that have the bonus anyway, you always want to make sure that you keep at least one of those miners in your racks. With the newer miners, when you upgrade to the first level, like going from common to uncommon, it doesn't matter because the original one had 0 bonus anyway. So it doesn't matter if you don't need to keep any of the new ones going from common to uncommon. It's only when you go from common to rare, and then rare to epic is when you have to start thinking, hang on, okay, I want to hang on, I want to have at least like I say, hang on to an uncommon and then have 2 to merge up to rare. I mean, either way, essentially you're always building with the newer ones, whereas with the older ones you can lose out if you don't keep at least one on your rack. So that's all I'm trying to say, is with the older ones, make sure you always keep one as an original. That's probably the easiest way of putting it. Okay, so looking through here, so obviously I've got so basically I won't merge this because I've only got 2. I won't merge this one because I've only got 2. But I've got 4 Clover Lover miners. I've got 17 of the El Monstro. I've got 5 of the Jack-O-Lanterns. I've only got 2 of them. I mean, if we go on here and we look at the Demolisher, I've got like something crazy, 64 of those, right? But this is where you've got to look at what you're merging and how much it's going to cost you in the way of parts. So I've got tons of these, yeah. But if I merge one of these into up to a uncommon, it's only going to give me 161.7, so 161,700 terahashes. That's what 2 of those will equate to. Yes, you're gaining a bit, but the thing is, it's going to cost you 3,484 hashing boards. But if you scroll up to the Clover Lover, yeah, that's going to give you moving towards 400,000 terahashes. Yeah, it's going to give you more bonus as well than the Demolisher. But the other thing as well, instead of costing you nearly 4,000 hashing boards, it's only going to cost you close to 3,000. So you're saving nearly 1,000 hashing boards by doing that one, as opposed to doing the Demolisher. I mean, I've got loads of the Demolishers, and yes, I do want to merge them. But basically, what I'm trying to do is get my hashing power as high as possible, as fast as possible, but by costing me as little as possible. So that's why we're going to look to merge the Clover Lover, and then we'll have 2 left. So you'll gain the 263, but you'll keep obviously a 2.5 because you've kept at least 1 original. So let's merge that. It's going to cost 8. So is that 0. Yeah, so it's 0.86. So it's not even a an RLT. So actually, let's discard that. What does this cost to merge? 1.1, and that's 0. Yeah. So again, even to merge it, the Demolisher is more expensive. So we'll merge this. Merge. But also as well, you're going to gain another spot on your rack. So that means I can bring out one of my Demolishers that is currently sitting in the my parts case. So if we go, where's the space? Here is it. Here. Okay, yeah, there's the space. Yeah, we've got both spaces there. Also, something I like, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but they've rearranged the items panel. So basically, it goes down in power. So your highest power ones are always at closest to the front, and then your lower power ones go further and further down the line, which makes things so much easier. So you're not constantly having to scroll through the listing to find the one you've just merged. So anyway, we're going to add that up there. So we're currently at 115.348 petashes. If we dump that on there, so that goes up to 348. So that's at 396. But then, like I say, we can then pull out a Demolisher and add that back in, which gives us another 70,000. And for some weird reason, oh, there you go, it's been added now. So we're at 466. So like I say, that, I was really pleased with what I was able to get out of that RST sort of blitz that I did by just mining that 100%. And we've still got 3,670. So if we do, are we at no, we do highest power again. Highest power. And then, so we've only got 2 of them. So again, if that, so that's going to be 3,100. So that's still better than the, and it's going to give us 254 and a 2.1. And we've got loads of them. That's going to be the highest, isn't it? That's going to be the best. That's going to be just under 1 RLT. So I'm going to go for that as well. Yeah, I'm going to go for that as well. Merge that. Yeah. Okay, so in there. So is it here? Yeah, there we go. There's the spaces. So we're at 466. So, and then we just add that in there. Oh, actually, I don't like it there. You'll figure out why in a sec. Right, I like that there. So that goes 115,500. And then again, we can add another demolisher back in. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, so do you understand why I didn't like it? It's because now they're all together. You see, you got the gold ones all together. See that? That's the problem with being able to arrange stuff. He's like, well, I don't like that there. You know, it's like these woods. I don't like them woods there. I want them somewhere else because it's all too messy. Anyway, yeah. So, like I say, with the additional stuff that's coming in, also as well, just as a thing, if you guys haven't noticed on here, if we go into the events quest, certain things have been renamed. So where it says, oh, open a loot box, we're going to add that. Oh yeah, actually so now where it says here join our Brazil Twitter, because that used to be obviously join Twitter, and then like and retweet, that is another, you know, so you don't actually have to do them. It's just like the other ones where you just click on them and then come straight back to the site, and that will be deemed as collected. So if you were just wondering what they were, it's just the same as, you know, where it says like visit our YouTube channel and all that, like in the past. It's basically the same thing. So don't worry that you're not going to be forced to sign up to anything. So we're at 51 XP. If we just quickly jump into the front, we can claim. We've opened a parts case. We should also get, because we've merged something. Is that not on there anymore? Oh yeah, merge miner. It's because I've already done one. Because I'm yeah. Oh yeah. Anyway, right. Okay, so obviously in the rundown of everything that we've got coming in Season 7, they did talk about the event pass and obviously the amount of rewards that they are now going to be giving away in this season. If we drop into the event pass, you can see as I am a man of my word, I have not upgraded my event pass. I am currently a free player. Obviously, we've got these miners that are along with the season pass. You've got the Disco Roll, you've got the Radio Gaga, Helipop, and YMCA. YMCA is 114 gigahashes, and the other ones are slightly lower. Obviously, they are just sort of the entry level ones. They are not the top line miners, like it says here, and much more. But what I like is, if we scroll through, yes, these early free rewards are neither here nor there. They're not brilliant, but they're not bad, you know. But if we scroll through, yeah, here, Radio Gaga Miner, you've got that. I mean, what's that? That's only at level 8. I'm not sure what that is. Acid Brain. Oh, it's the event hat. Got ya. So, yeah, so at level 8, you've got a miner, which is going to give you 15,000 gigahashes, excuse me. You've got the lava lamp, which is a trophy, and then what's the next miner that is free? So you got the disco ball, which is 36,000 gig hashes, which is at level 10. Then you got another. So if you get to level 23, you got another Radio Gaga miner. Another disco ball. Why do you need another hat? You don't need more than one hat, do you? But it's actually, they've called it Peaceful Rambo. It's basically a headband. Okay. All I'm looking for, you're probably wondering why I'm going through this. What I'm looking at is the free miners you guys are getting. So you got the Helipop at 70,000, 78,000, 70,000. No, 78,500 gig hashes. Okay, so that's at level 32. See, at level 38, now this is where, because if you go back here, that's actually classed as an exclusive seasonal miner. Yeah, so basically anyone with an upgraded season pass, when they get to level 28, they can claim that. Free players can't. But if we go further forward, here, it's then classed as a free miner. But at this point, this is what I'm talking about, because I would be surprised, although it's 4 months, isn't it? That I was about to say I'd be surprised if a free player got to this point, but we got 4 months, guys. So if you put the work in, you could well get that actually for 4 months. Because I know people last season were getting pretty high, even though I don't think any free player actually finished it. But some free players were saying they got up as high as like 25, 30. And that was only in 2 months. So 4 months, you could get that. I think you could actually get that. Then obviously you've got the 40. You've got the camper van, VW camper van. You got another free miner. The YMCA miner at 43. Then you got 152,550 gig hashes at level 48. Another hat. How many hats do you need? Right. Okay. You're getting quite a lot of these RST, RLT payouts as well. And then you got another miner at 78,500 at level 58, and then at level 60. I mean, the mad thing is that's 213,600 gig hashes, but you get 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. So that's like, what's that like? Nearly a petahash, isn't it? So that's 856 or something like that. 856,000 gig hashes. So that's nearly a petahash. Just from those 4 miners. I don't get why they repeated them 4 times. You think? I guess they just either ran out of time and couldn't come up with any other ideas for cool looking sort of disco themed miners. But anyway, like I say, with the fact that it's 4 months, I think you've got a really good chance of getting quite a few of those miners. But it's you're gonna have to put the work in. You are gonna have to put the work in to achieve that. But like I say, the fact that you got 4 months to do it, I think that's I think it's achievable. I don't think you'll complete it, but I think you could quite easily get yourself a good handful of good miners for your room, which is what you want. So another thing very nice is that we've gone from 219 point whatever to 224 because of those couple of merges we've done. So that is actually quite a nice boost. So that's an increase of, what is that, 5? An increase of 5% that we've just added by merging those two miners, which I'm actually really, really pleased about. Okay, so that is pretty much it. I'm going to leave that there. I hope you found it helpful and informative. And if you can smash that like button, it really, really does support my channel, which then helps me make more content to help you. So take care. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye.